This episode of the Party Loaded podcast is proudly sponsored by Audible.com. Check out their awesome catalogue of audiobooks with over 180,000 titles to choose from. And be sure to grab a free audiobook on us and support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/endgame.
Let's party.
Hello and welcome to Party Loaded. I am not Luke. As you can tell, my voice does not have the same dulcet baritones that Luke does. This is episode 55 of Party Loaded. It is the 7th of December and we have gathered here today minus our industrious leader, Luke. I have Jam.
Hi.
And Oliver.
Hello!
Presented by full name. So
Weird.
Luke is not well at the moment, so cannot be with us. So we wish him well and hope that he will be back with us.
His leg is literally falling off.
Nah, mate. We don't wish him well.
But so today we will battle on without him, and you're going to have to put up with a slightly higher range of background noise being my voice. So welcome everybody to this nightmare that is our Wednesday evening recording.
Halloween's over.
Halloween is over. We was playing swapsies. Can you imagine? I was going to do the whole episode just pretending I was Luke, but I
Don't go down that rabbit hole. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Only if we can set up a camera and record his angst as he's listening back to it. That would
make
be
him
amazing.
live
A
watch it with
reaction
like
video.
muted microphone.
Yes.
Just pretend to be
Oh,
Luke the whole
God.
time. Well, he is going to be editing this episode, so I'm sure he'll just cut all of this out.
All of this is cut.
This will never see that.
All of it
you'll
is
cut-
gone.
Hello again,
And you'll
everybody.
when you listen to when I listen to the episode back, it's just going to be a solid episode just of Luke talking about
Just a
all of
monologue.
the
A
doing all
solid
impressions
monologue.
of us.
That would be
All right.
amazing.
Well, I've had a fairly interesting week with the last of my travel for my day job, so it has been a bit of a hectic time, but you guys have been diving into the games. What
many
have you guys been
things.
up to?
I checked out some of the No Man's Sky update in the last 2 weeks because I
Have to
missed
do that.
last week's episode. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play a lot. I'm going to put more time into it because I'm very curious and keen to see the changes. But in the little bit I did play, I can already see some of the improvements. There's some new tech that I want to make. There's new NPCs to interact with. And I'm very keen to actually properly start winging my way across the galaxy to pick a planet to set up a base on. 'Cause
I was
I've still
gonna
only
say,
seen maybe 5.
Yeah, I was going to ask, had you started setting up a base yet? But
No.
I feel certain, given some other experiences we've had this week, if you had started building a base, we would not have been seeing you in the other game that we have been playing. And what is that, Jam?
Well, so Imogen on Saturday morning casually mentioned, "Oh, hey, Minecraft has llamas." Another
hey.
friend casually mentioned, "Oh, my realm's still active." And then suddenly it was Monday. And
Shit,
I
at work.
have this. We started from scratch, brand new world in survival mode, so no cheatsy doodles, and we have this elaborate, stunning base already, and so many llamas. The llamas
It
are
is
amazing.
insane. I have
Llamas
to
for
say,
days.
Seen them?
when we logged on, so the reason, what I originally actually mentioned was that the mansions, that there was these random spawning mansions in the last update. So effectively, I mean, Minecraft, as people who listen to this podcast, is something that's always in the background for us. It's, the background game that we sort of fall back on. And I certainly watch an extraordinary amount of Let's Plays in Minecraft, mostly with the Achievement Hunter guys. And I was sitting on my Saturday morning, like having my coffee very early, and they were doing an update that involved this mansion, and you had to speak to a villager and all of these things. I'm like, just thought I'd message people, goes, have you guys played this? Like, what's this like? And yeah, apparently I've just, that was a bit of a gateway drug to Jam, just disappearing down the Minecraft hole.
really
I was a bit
did.
worried that we were going to log in, though, because we knew that llamas were a thing, which was very, very exciting. But I had, flashbacks to us searching for the polar bears. And that
I know.
took all of time, and we never found them, and we ended up having to we randomly maybe found one, or we spawned one, didn't we? In the
Yeah,
I
creative
think
mode.
you
Just
spawned one,
cheated.
yes.
Yeah, we
Cheated
spawned one because we
completely.
were in the right area and we couldn't find one. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was one of the first animals I came across was a llama with its
I
stupid little
know.
face.
The mountain that we spawn on, they were right there.
I turned to the left and there was a llama. So that was pretty cool and very lucky. And they are awesome. They are a great addition to the game because they're not just an animal that you get meat from or leather from. They actually carry things. Jam found out that you can make different coloured carpets and make them wear
Oh my
them, and they look
gosh,
really
Ollie.
cool.
So I jumped on their back a few times. They kept kicking me off and spitting at me. But
I was going to say,
eventually
did
got
they
the
spit at you?
Yeah,
They spit at you.
That's
Yeah.
the best.
I got the little love hearts that you get with horses, and I went, oh. So I hit my inventory button, and then instead of like a saddle shape, there was a grey box with this funny little triangle thing, and I'm looking at it going, what? And then I thought, is that like a blanket? Ran back to the base, made some carpet,
It's a good thing I
ran
got all
back
that wool.
up.
Yeah.
and placed one on it, and it turns into this little gorgeous like llama blanket with some like
Llama
what do you
blanket.
call it, barding on around their face.
Yes, yep.
And then I went, oh, and I went and dyed some more carpet and came back up, and the patterns and the design changes based on the piece of colored carpet that you put in their inventory. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
There's a
And
blue
then-
one. There's one blue one that we have, and I've named him
Oh, yes.
Emperor Cusco because he looks very
very
regal.
regal. It's stunning.
Yeah.
And then Imogen said, oh, I think they can carry chests. And I went, and I ran and I made a chest and I ran back and clicked on the thing, and suddenly it's got saddlebags.
yeah, it's got
And then she
like two
goes-
little chests like to stick out the side of it. It's bizarre.
And then in the chat, because Imogen had already like winged her way across the country, she goes, yeah, and like you can lead one and some others follow. And I went, and I
That's-
ran and I got a lead and I ran back up to the mountain. I put the lead on one of the llamas. They all line up behind him. And
A
I
little
start
conga
leading
line of
around
llamas.
this caravan of llamas. It's so adorable.
Yeah,
That's the llama addiction was born.
could not believe. So I found this and got on for maybe an hour and a half on Saturday, I think it was, that I managed to get online before I had to fly out. And then I hopped off and there was Minecraft chat was going insane. I was like, why did I do this? I should have just kept this to when I was back because I spent my whole trip over East going, man, I wish I could play Minecraft. God damn it. But yeah, today I managed to jump on just before we started recording, and I can jump on the back of a llama, and if Jam leads another one around, it takes my llama as well. So you can be super lazy and jump on the back of a llama, and one person takes you exploring, and all
gonna
of the
be
other
so
llamas will
good.
just follow.
Can you imagine? What I'd like to know is if we can somehow peg a post to a cart with a lead to a llama and just have
Jesus.
that cart
No, jeez, no,
power
that sounds
railed.
bad.
We could send llamas back and forth with all of our loots.
I whip
Okay.
my llama back and
Anyway.
forth. I whip my llama back.
Llama pepper, yeah.
So,
you can,
yeah,
but you can just put a
Minecraft
chest
is
in a
the best.
minecart.
I
can't you?
know,
Yeah,
but
but llamas.
it would be funny
Put
watching
llamas in a
llamas.
minecart.
automated
Yeah.
llamas.
So I think next is to start. I came back. What was a little hole in the side of the hill? As everyone who's ever studied Minecraft, that's what you start with. I came back and there's the palatial residence and there's paintings up and everybody has their own little bunk bed spot for them to
yeah,
decorate.
in the guest
and
wing.
There's all of the stuff. There's potion stands and everything. So these guys have gone mental while I've
Well, we
been away.
haven't had much luck with villagers, and to find the Woodlands mansion, you need to talk to a cartographer. So
Yep.
what I'm started doing was preparing to cure zombie villagers so that we could hopefully luck out and cure a cartographer because there doesn't seem to be that many near us. Yeah,
We'll see.
that's
That's
the
always
next
going to be
plan.
the difficult one. But I've got this amazing vision in my head of us going on an adventure, and getting a picture of 3 people on the back of llamas and another person
Yes.
leading them along or something like that. So I'm
it's
very
gonna be epic.
excited. I'm happy to return to my little cake person in Minecraft, which is my little skin.
So funny looking.
All right. How about you, Ollie? You must have been playing some games.
I did. I played Overwatch Season 3. So
Ta-da.
Jamie and I jumped back into Overwatch Season 3 when it launched, I think a few hours after it did, to do our placement matches. And we smashed face. We actually did really well. It was great. I got told to go back to COD. It was awesome. I was like, I don't even play COD, but thank you.
Oh, that's brilliant. Awesome.
So yeah, we ended up with 7 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. So that was infinitely better than Season 2. And then we found out why we did so well. So essentially the way it works now is rather than just going, here's 10 matches versus completely random people, it basically took your rough ranking from, or like an average from your ranking from last season, and versed you up against people with the same sort of deal, and then how bad or good you did is then adjusted from there. So it was an interesting thing.
You get like a baseline.
Essentially, yeah, your baseline is like somewhere in the middle of your rankings from Season 2. Then it goes from there, adjust for game wins, gold medals, that sort of stuff. And so, yeah, it was actually really interesting. I don't mind it now that I understand it.
Yeah, so if I do it, I'll be paired up against people who aren't necessarily uber
Correct.
keen in Overwatch, which is actually probably a lot better because last competitive, and I'm always going to qualify for a competitive season, just in case, and just in case I magically get extra hours in a day and can play more Overwatch.
30-hour day.
Yeah, but I was a little bit worried. Like last time, I actually got smashed. I think I had 7 losses last time when I qualified because I was playing with randoms and all over the joint. And when I played with you guys, it was just really mismatched and didn't really happen. So that's kind of cool to find out that that could be the case because I was dreading having to go back in and trudge through 10 trouncings in Overwatch. So what did you guys end up with? Good ranks or happy with your ranks? Or
I ended up just shy of platinum, so I ended up with around the 2,400 mark, which is not terrible. It's not great.
Too shabby.
It's okay. It won't take me very long to get to platinum, and then from there up, I know a lot of people listening going, "Oh, platinum peasant." I'm like, I'm aware, thank you.
And I ended up a couple hundred lower.
Yeah, because I'm Uberer.
So it's giving you something to aspire to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's achievable.
The good thing is we played more of the arcade matches, and
the arcade mode
they're
is so
good now. You should be playing with us, Imogen. When you get chucked in the 6v6 with random heroes, such a good way to build up your roster. I actually did okay with Symmetra. It was one of the 2 or 3 times I've ever played her. Like, it's interesting because you just
learning
get thrown
more
in the
than
deep
2
end and you're like,
characters.
okay. Yeah, exactly.
Which helps me a lot because you guys play more often than I do. So usually when I jump in, I end up playing. I know a lot of characters a little because I end up playing characters that you guys don't main. So if you guys are maining like easier ones, like Jamie and I have fairly similar tastes in characters in D.Va, then I get left behind.
Yeah.
I guess I'll play this one and see how this goes. But that's kind of cool. I did say I made a commitment a couple of episodes ago that I was going to get in and I was going to try and put some time into Sombra. So I actually probably need to do that.
Sombra is really cool, but yes.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be my type of character, but she's going to take a lot to get used to. Like,
Yes.
I don't know. Is there in Overwatch? I know in Heroes of the Storm with different heroes, they're each ranked. Like some are ranked as easier to
Yes, there is.
master than others.
Yep.
Does Overwatch have the same?
Yep.
Okay, it does.
It has like I think it's a star rating of how difficult they are to learn. And I think
how
she's
difficult
quite
is
reasonable.
Sombra?
I would be surprised if she wasn't on par with like Genji or Tracer.
Yeah, I don't play either of those characters. Dang. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. I will report back because that's what we do every week.
Yes.
One thing that would be remiss of us to mention is Final Fantasy 15.
It's a
The only
game.
person, it's a game. The only person to pick this game up is Luke, and then he got really sick. So maybe Final Fantasy 15 is making people sick, guys.
It's eating his skin.
Or maybe he's
It
not
ate his
sick
flesh.
and he just wants to Final Fantasy 15
yeah, maybe that's
and
it.
shut out the world.
Yep.
That's my theory.
He made up a condition just so that he could
Aren't
play
you,
Final
Luke?
Fantasy. Yeah.
I know it. I know you can hear me.
We're on to you, man. We're on to you. Yeah, we'll see next week if he doesn't come back again.
Yep.
We might have to get somebody else to stand in. There's going to be people throwing their things at their iPods and whatever they podcast to, listening to my voice instead of Luke's. So he does have a great voice for radio. All right. Well, the next up is News of the Week. Ollie, do you want to lead us?
Certainly. So there was a
Yes.
kind of small little event called the 2016 Game Awards that happened.
Just a little one.
It's a tiny
Yeah.
little thing, no big deal. It's like a little indie showcase.
Not a lot of coverage. Internet doesn't really care about it.
Nah, it's tiny.
Nah.
None of the game companies care either. So they... We're lying, by the way.
For those of you into sarcasm, we are being sarcastic.
Yeah, I always have to mention that, just in case someone takes it seriously.
Luke,
so
let your eyes roll in the back of your head.
Oh, it will. So they announced the winners. So in no particular order other than the ones that they're appearing on my screen. So there is an order, I guess. So the game of the year was won by Overwatch, which surprised me a lot. I was actually very surprised by that one, but I'm not
surprised,
undeserving.
But happily surprised.
Yeah, it's a happy
surprise.
surprise.
Surprised.
Yeah. Best game direction was Blizzard for Overwatch. That I support a lot more. Best narrative was Uncharted 4, Thief's End, which makes a lot of sense. I was tossing up between that or Firewatch for me personally.
I am a bit saddened that Firewatch didn't feature this year because that was a great game and I think it suffered from being nominated too far away. Being nominated is huge, yeah. But if Ori and the Blind Forest can win things, I certainly would have thought that Firewatch would have. So there you go. Shame.
Best art direction was Inside. Again, I was very surprised by this because the art direction for this is essentially just we made a minimalistic game.
And it's spooky.
Interesting.
Don't get me wrong, I loved Inside, but from an art perspective for me, I found it was just like we had a simple engine. We used that simple engine. Look at us being arty, as opposed to say Abzu or Overwatch. Like the amount of design work that goes into Overwatch or Abzu for that matter, or Uncharted 4. I was surprised that Inside won. Happy for them, just surprised.
It's the game version of that big black canvas in the Australian National Museum, which is a black painting.
Yes,
it's still art. But it's not art that everybody understands.
And before someone goes, you don't understand art. No, I am actually art trained. So yes, I do understand art and I do art for a living.
There you go, internet, schools.
Yes. Stick it up your rectum.
Come at him, bros.
Yep. Hashtag come at me. This one made me very happy and I wasn't super surprised by this. The best music sound design went to Doom because this had a bonkers good soundtrack during the game and it queued up perfectly. We then had Best Performance, which was Mr. Nolan North for his vocal talents as Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. That's not what he sounds like. And he made a nice little speechy thing talking about how performance matters, and it's not just the voice actors that contribute to a good voice performance, but it's everyone, especially the coders and people like that.
Tiny bit controversial for the current action, but maybe, good stage for it.
The Games for Impact was won by That Dragon Cancer. That doesn't surprise me at all in the slightest. Like, I am a relatively cold-hearted prick, and even this game gave me the feels.
You are a cold-hearted prick.
I basically am. I'm okay with that. That Dragon Cancer gave me feels. So I was like, man, goddamn it.
I watched all of the sort of acceptance speeches and things, and I was watching it. I had them all sort of loaded up to watch on the plane, and that one started. I was like, no, I'm going to wait till later to watch that one. In private, and
with a tissue box.
I ugly cried my way through the end of that one. That's for sure. I haven't even played the game, but it, I know a lot about it, and I've watched some other sort of not Let's Plays and things, but
that game would break you.
And that's it. I know that it would, and and the fact that I know that it is so good and it is so powerful is the reason I don't play it. But yeah, what a fantastic speech and very emotive. And I'm even tearing up now. Oh my goodness! Stop. Okay, move on. What's next?
Okay. The other game, best independent game, was Inside. Hey!
Yay!
Very happy that this one again beat Firewatch. Yeah, that's okay. Like it was for me personally, it was between those two. I don't mind the Inside one, though I feel Firewatch would have been just as deserving. Best VR game was Res Infinite. A very, very cool game. Best action game was winner by Doom. Yeah! Which I was quite a fan of, because I like to think that the reason it won is because it took old school, like, quick shooters and just updated it and made it work, unlike previous things. Like, previous sort of attempts to bring back old school gaming and modernize them have kind of fucked it up, whereas this Doom would pretty much nailed it. So I reckon that's why it got that one. Best action adventure was Dishonored 2. Yay!
I knew you'd be happy with that one.
Best RPG, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Blood and Wine. So I'm super happy about that. Some people were a little bit like, it's just an expansion. Yeah, it's a pretty fucking good expansion, and it's still an RPG.
Huge
Deal with
expansion.
It.
Yeah.
Street Fighter won best fighting game, shocking twist. Civ 6 won best strategy game, shocking twist. Family game was Pokemon Go, shocking twist.
The strategy one was a little bit highly contentious though?
Oh, look, Banner Saga 2, solid game. Fire Emblem Fates, solid game. Total War Warhammer, solid game. XCOM 2, solid game. It was definitely by far, I think, one of the hardest categories this year, in my humble opinion, which isn't humble at all.
They all seemed pretty even. And I did wonder if I was thinking that because I'm a big strategy game nerd.
No, I genuinely
even though I've not
agree with
played any of them this year, but I do watch
like Fire
them
Emblem.
all. Yeah, I really would. I watch a lot of Fire Emblem on Twitch. That one was I don't know. I feel like
Tough
the Game
category.
Awards, some of the categories I feel like they won games that won were more current, and so the ones who are a little bit older, were a little bit more out of sight, and that sort of maybe missed out. Firewatch is a good example as well. Yeah, potentially.
Best sports game was Forza 3. Shocking twist. Best multiplayer was...
Forza.
Sorry, what was that?
It's pronounced Forza.
Is it?
Yes.
Because there's Forza, so Forza. I'm sorry, I'm Australian, so that's how I pronounce it. Deal with it.
The word is
mate.
Italian. It's pronounced
Don't give
Forza.
a shit. I'm saying it in Australian. It can be as Italian as it wants. Best multiplayer was Overwatch, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm bogan as fuck, mate. I will never say that again. I apologise.
Wow. Soundbite. Luke, soundbite.
Please
just
don't.
all the time. I will make that my message tone.
And most squeed about / anticipated game was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Again, not a massive
Most
shocking
squeed
twist.
about. I like that one. It should definitely have been called Most Squeed About.
Mm-hmm. The only sort of bit of controversy was the best fan creation did not get announced because 2 of the nominees were removed because of legality reasons. So that one was a bit of a faux pas. They sort of glossed over that one, and that's no big deal.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. It was nice to see a fan created
Category?
Sorry, that was what I was looking for.
The fancy
it was
word.
Nice. Yeah, it was nice to see the category, and I thought, cool, like that's really great because a lot of times mods are such and fan created, fan created versions of games and or homages are actually really good. But yeah, it is really dangerous territory with some big studios on the warpath protecting their IP at the moment. So
Yes.
it's a shame.
So in these awards, there's some new footage and things that gets released because everyone likes showing off their new bling that's coming out so they can hopefully get awards for it next year. And so we had a few trailers and things get announced. So we had a new Death Stranding trailer, which had Mr. Del Toro and Mads Mikkelsen, my man crush, in it.
Amazing.
And it has some very interesting reveals about the world that it is set in, which is very, very cool. It reminded me a lot of a horror manga called Gyo, or Gyo, Gyo, which is a horror manga. Remind me very much of that, and they love the Stranger Things out. Apparently, 80s synth is making a comeback. Thanks, Stranger Things. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think with Kojima, you're always going to get a horror manga type vibe.
Oh yeah, he's even said he's a big fan of.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're very cool. And so it was nice to see those sort of things. And there's a cool link between the first trailer and the current one, where if you play them side by side in the same time, a certain event in one of them actually links up with an event in the second trailer. Suggesting linked game worlds.
It's pretty cool, and it's hard to believe for me. I mean, internet always finds these things and everything else, but it would be hard for me to look past it being a Kojima production. Just because he loves this type of stuff.
He does.
Loves people pulling things apart, and he puts symbolic signposts in everything that he does. And if you've watched the new trailer that came out at the Game Awards, the upside down rainbow, what that means for the world, it means, that's not actually physically possible. So what does that mean for this world?
Correct. Nor are planes that function on black tentacle goo, but that's not the point.
No, not at all.
So yeah,
umbilical
cool
cords freak me out.
Mads
so this
Mikkelsen,
game
everybody.
is not going to be. This is not going to be for me. So
it'll be for me though. I'll love the shit out of it.
It is going to be arty as fuck.
And I'm okay with that.
Phenomenal.
It is going to be a work of art that you play through.
Or it's going to be a piece of shit. One or the other.
I very much doubt it.
Well, no, if it's too arty, you'll get the too arty principle where it's like, yes, these 2 lines on a canvas are so meaningful. And if someone else will look at it and go, it's 2 fucking lines on a canvas. What the fuck?
Mate.
Mate. What is this?
$90 for this game.
I'm sensing a theme in this episode.
Yeah.
We've just gone super Australian.
I have to make up for it because we're one Aussie down. I have to double up. Double down.
You're doubling down on the Australian. All right, sweet.
We then had some new
doubling down on the down under. Oh, I like it.
Oh, shit. Coin that. We then had some Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay. So not only have we seen some cool little cutscene bits and trailers, now we've also got some gameplay at long last. And it basically looks like they've done what Dishonored 2 did, which is, here's more of the same thing, but polished and better. Hooray!
Yay!
And everyone rejoiced.
I'll be happy. Yeah.
Because if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Except it looks really cool.
The female lead character, I don't like her face.
Is no femshep.
I don't like her
She's
face.
no femshep.
If only you could customize her face, Jamie. Oh, wait, you can.
I know. But also her lips didn't appear to match up to the speech.
They did say it was very early gameplay footage.
Yeah,
There is that preface.
It's a small thing to complain about. It was an amazing trailer. I am so psyched. It's
sploosh. Anyway,
it reminded me very
also
much of Destiny. Had sort of Destiny kind of esque
in that
elements to it.
Sci-fi with glowy stuff. I do agree.
And cool armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, the armor and some of the combat seemed very similar.
Yes, because they've all taken ideas that work. So
you need to play Mass Effect.
Yeah, I just really struggle with the space. I really struggle with the space genre. I'm not on board with the space genre. I'm not going to be the first person on the ship that goes to Mars, guys. It's just not going to be me. I am disappointed.
You'll love it. You'll love it for the characters.
I should put that on a business card. Mimo. Actually, I am disappointed.
I'm going to use that segue talking about sweet characters. PlayStation Experience event coverage happened. Whee! So, little thing with PlayStation coming out, doing a new PlayStation
ram that
thing.
segue in there. Just ram it in there.
It's what I do. That's a soundbite and a half right there as well. So PlayStation went, here's 40 games, woo! And most people went, yay! Horizon Zero Dawn, Lara Croft Go, woo! Cool, Resident Evil 7, woo! And then they got really excited because there was a new chapter for Uncharted 4 coming out called The Lost Legacy, starring a couple of previous stars. And then we had The Last of Us Part 2 announced, where Ellie comes back, apparently Joel comes back.
Spoilers!
They're in the trailer. You watch the trailer. Deal with it.
I know.
And apparently
so
the
excited.
theme is hate. And having looked at that trailer, I can see why. And that's okay.
Oh,
it's amazing.
I know they say hate, but I like vengeance a lot more. Vengeance, I think. Even just watching the trailer and knowing very little about the first part. I haven't played the first part yet.
Yeah, I think they tie together. I think I can see why
hatred fuels vengeance. Yes.
And I can, based on the first game, you can understand why she would hate particular groups of people very clearly.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see how they'll explore it and how her character will be affected by it.
I have
the depths of it and whether she'll grow and develop from that. Yeah, very interesting.
I have a feeling the reason they're saying hate is vengeance is very pointed, whereas hate is very broad. And I have a feeling it's going to start off as vengeance and degenerate into hate.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
I like it.
Vengeance is based on actions too. Hate's in the gut. It will grab you.
So I reckon it's going to be a very fine line.
It honestly, you need to be invested, and they want you to pull you in. They want you to, I guess, probably feel what she's feeling. That'll make you really connect with the story rather than vengeance.
Yeah, and to quote every motivational poster since 1980s, the opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference, and hate's quite emotive. So, yeah, I can see that. I'm really excited, also on top of everything else, because it is featuring Ashley Johnson again as the lead character, and she is one of my favourite human beings on planet Earth. So it's a big draw card for me, just her being involved in the game. So I am down.
Speaking of getting pulled back in, Jamie, what's going on in the onlines of GTA?
Oh my gosh. So in Grand Theft Auto Online, they're bringing in Grand Theft Auto.
Online now.
It is
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. Grand Theft with actual theft.
Oh my gosh.
Of the autos.
Now with car theft.
Yeah. So there's going to be high-end cars available in the next update for the stealings. And it looks like it's not going to be sort of, run around open a door, punch someone in the face, take the car. It'll be a little more strategic and complex, but then you get to show them off in shiny, fancy new garages and stuff. It's looking neat and pretty.
If you were going to have, like, I think we should do some calculations. If you were going to be in the CEO expansion, you were the boss of a company, you also had, like, a bike gang, and you bought a yacht. And now you're a boss of one of these car garages. The amount of in-game money that you are spending at this stage is gigantic.
Yeah,
right?
that's why I actually haven't done all of those things. I've been more part of other people's organizations because I don't play enough to accumulate that kind of money. But this is how, I mean, clearly how they keep funding these massive and spectacular free updates. People who don't want to spend the time making 20 million in game will just buy a shark card. So they can have all the new toys as soon as they come out. And,
Yay,
you know,
toys.
if they spend so much time in the game, they're happy to do that because they're getting their value for money. Others won't. Others will spend more.
Yeah, exactly
But
right.
yeah, it's they don't price this new content cheaply. It comes in, and in-game, it's quite expensive. So it's either a hard slog, building up that cash, or a quick cheatsy-doodle real-world money purchase.
Shark
to
cards, I think they're called. Yeah.
jump ahead.
Yep,
yeah.
shark cards.
So, yeah.
It's really interesting. I'm so bummed that GTA
I
has decided that
know.
it doesn't run on my computer all of a sudden.
It's
Because
ridiculous.
if it wasn't, it would definitely be the game that I would be playing the most at the moment because all of these new expansions are so awesome.
Oh, it's so much fun. And one thing I will say about the more recent expansions, like the motorcycle clubs, the organizations with the CEOs, and this, it appears like it all happens in the free roam environment that you're in with all of the other players. Online, it doesn't pull you out of that to put you into an instanced map purely for your crew or your
Not like
competitors.
the heists. Yeah.
So it means that when you're trying to perform one of these jobs for maximum return on cash to make money for the organization and the people who are doing it, immediately or very soon after a short delay, everyone else on the server gets notified. And they
That
have the
you're doing something,
opportunity,
yeah.
you'll get flagged, and they have the opportunity to mess up your mission, which will earn them money and stop you from making money. And for the person who's CEO or the president of the motorcycle club, they have to actually fork out to start some of these missions because there's an initial investment. And they will lose out on that cash because they won't recoup it. So it's so much more
risk.
fun because,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, on a busy server, it's chaos and it's fantastic. I've had so much fun. And Imogen, yeah, we've got to fix your computer.
It's not feasible, honestly. I've tried so many things at this stage. I'm officially giving up on my computer and therefore giving up on GTA. Can we start playing on Xbox, guys? That'd be sweet.
Hey, I still have it on Xbox.
All the
Yeah, let's
Xboxes
just-
are going
I'm-
cheap now, so
Yeah, I'm just going to
Now's the
start
time.
playing on Xbox or PlayStation or something because this is getting a bit stupid now at this
Yeah.
stage. I'm really bummed. I wanted to play the Tron expansion, the Tron
Yeah, that's
mode.
good fun.
It
it's
looked
really cool.
fun.
And I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
Christmas content too. It's
Yeah,
always
I also
hilarious.
think this Grand Theft Auto type expansion is kind of like a heist. Like I remember thinking when all of the other stuff is coming out, I was like, I just wish like the heists were fun. Like where are the more heists and those types of things? Like they have jobs to do, but they weren't. The heists were really kind of multi-layered and involved. And you felt like when you finished one, you really achieved something. And so it sounds like this one, you're going to have to be a lot more tactical, and there's probably going to be a lot more risk involved, like Jam just mentioned. So I feel like this is more along the lines of those heists. So I feel like
Fast and Furious, the heist edition.
yeah. Plus, fancy cars. Who doesn't like a pretty car? I mean, I guess if you
Jamie.
if you played, yeah, Jamie.
Well, I mean, I like, the digital ones.
The digital fancy cars, yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty cool. I hope they're actually good cars as well. I hope they're not just,
They
how
look
sometimes
pretty, but
the
they're shit.
sports cars. Correct, yeah. I hope they're actually
Like
like,
the
a,
Halloween ones.
yeah, the Halloween ones were bad. So boat-like, and some of the motorcycles were toast as well. So, yeah, interesting. Speaking of holiday events, because we are getting to that time of year,
Took the words
GTA
right
will
out of my
probably
mouth.
have its holiday. Yeah, see, that's how we ram a segue in. So Overwatch this week sent out an invitation to all players to join them for their holiday event kicking off on December 13th. There is no news yet as to what that means or what that's going to entail, but I think it's fairly safe to say based on the Halloween update and the Olympics update, or the Summer Games update, that it'll involve the map shown in the invite is the London
Kings Row.
Kings Row, thank you. And it's covered in snow, and so whether or not that will be all levels will be snow levels, or
I
whether
want the
just some
giant
of them will
statue
be.
to have a Santa hat. That would be the
Like that.
best.
And Christmas trees and things like that. That
Or
would
just
be
be a
pretty
giant
cool.
Christmas tree. That would also be amazing.
Christmas themed skins, emotes.
Has to be a thing, yeah.
Those types of things.
Do you reckon there'll be a
are
Christmas
all the
game
sorts of
mode?
things. There could be, and
that'd
there
be
is
cool.
rumors of like an AI type thing. Maybe we're going to have to save the world from a cybernetic Santa. Who knows?
Futurama style, like angry Omnic Santa.
Exactly right. Something like that.
Be like,
I'm trying to pick.
Reinhardt Santa. Reinhardt or Roadhog Santa. Calling it now.
I was going to say, the thing with all of these expansions is they're centered around certain characters. So the Summer Games was obviously Lucio, Zarya, and Tracer as representatives of the various countries, because their countries sort of fall into the sort of the Olympic type theme. And then we also have the Dr. Junkenstein, the Halloween. So that's Dr. Junkenstein. Roadhog was a big feature. Obviously, Mercy was. And the snipers, the 4 snipers. So in terms of if it was going to be a holiday-based event, what characters do we think?
May.
May seems natural, right?
Adorable.
I very
reckon
much think
Reinhardt.
Winston. I think we haven't seen a Winston
That's
in
true.
one of those yet. So I think like a
Yeah.
Winston one. And he's kind of like a big Father Christmas type
A Diva
character
Slay
in an
edition.
Overwatch. That'd be so. Yeah, so Diva might have like Christmas baubles skin or something. She might turn into a Christmas tree. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like characters that would fit well into that sort of Christmas type adventure. It is quite difficult because it's hard to think about Christmas or holidays as being an application in the Overwatch world. I think
why
Halloween
not?
was. But the thing was, until Halloween, I wouldn't have thought they would have done it. I thought they would have stuck to sort of the world, but the Halloween was sort of like a bit of it, it's pulled away from the actual world. It's a little bit of a fun sort of Halloween thing. So, yeah, we'll see. I would love to see like a similar to a Dr. Junkenstein's type versus AI.
I want to kill
thing.
Robot Omnic Santa and his little
want-
robot
I
Omnic
don't
elves.
want to kill
Zenyatta
reindeers.
to have Christmas baubles spinning around his neck.
If he doesn't
yes.
have a Christmas...
If he doesn't, that would be such a missed
Oh my
opportunity.
god. I will
That'd
be
look
so
so
sad.
good.
Oh,
Maybe
so
a little
good.
Christmas tree perched on his head.
Yeah, and I think that Lucio's music, like Pump Up the Jam, should be like All I Want for Christmas or something. Just like
Jingle
Jingle Bells.
Ding, ding, ding.
Like a little Christmas
Yeah,
thing.
something like that.
That would be the best.
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
and Bastion. Bastion starts going.
Oh, Bastion.
Snowman Bastion.
Snowman Bastion. So that'll be really interesting. And on top of that, I mean, obviously, by extension, there will be Wintervale festivals in all of the other Blizzard titles, as there usually is. And usually that's around the 16th of December. But given the Overwatch one is the 13th, I don't know if they're going to do the
might be
same for
staggering.
Heroes of the Storm and WoW as well. But yes, you're right. And that's what I was about to say, is that it sounds like they might want to make Overwatch a bit of a big deal. So they might do it a couple of days
It is
beforehand.
Game of the Year.
It is Game of the Year, and that's, it's going to bring a lot of people, all as well as the fact is traditionally big games like Overwatch, Christmas time, even though Overwatch has been out for quite a while now, Christmas is going to see a lot of new players online. So it's a good time. If you haven't picked up Overwatch, now is the time to pick it up, get a little bit of practice in, or pick it up in a Christmas sale if you can, because there'll be a lot of people doing the same thing now that it's getting a lot more coverage as Game of the Year. And yeah, take part in the festivals. But Wintervale Festival and WoW is one of my favourite times, so I'm going to have to shovel WoW back into the rotation of games.
Yeah.
And Heroes of the Storm, guys, we have to play it at some point. Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Some of the things announced for that sound pretty cool. Usually same sort of stuff, skins, modes, and different challenges and things. So we'll see. What else in the news has been occurring? MechWarrior 5, I hear.
Giant robots.
Giant robots. Who doesn't like giant robots?
People that are wrong.
People who don't like fun. So tell us
yeah.
about MechWarrior 5.
It's a thing that's happening. It looks cool.
Yay. Are you excited about it, Ollie? You don't sound overly excited about it.
I'm pretty excited. I really like MechWarrior, actually. I didn't play much of MechWarrior Online, but I really like MechWarrior. I like the idea of having a giant stumpy robot and destroying things with lasers and pew-pews and hearing the
Yeah, Diva.
horrifying warning of, LRM, LRM, and just going, oh shit, as you see a curtain of missiles over the horizon. So, fun times.
Was this a sort of an inspirational piece for your D&D campaign that you ran for us involving mech suits?
Oh, yeah.
Is this where this came from? Or
No,
is it
that was more
Titan?
Animu. That was more Animu.
Animu. Okay. Interesting. Otherwise,
Ori
I'll
is
start playing
definitely
the
not
game
Animu.
to get hints.
Inspired. Yeah, spoilers. But no.
Where's Imogen's mech, man?
Exactly.
Where's it at?
Awesome.
And that's all in the news.
That is all the news. Thank you very much, Ollie. I was hoping that at some point in that you were going to do your old-timey news announcer voice. Since I gave you the news piece this week. Strictly off air. Oh,
Yeah.
Such a shame. One day, internet, you will be blessed with hearing old-timey Ollie, and it is one of my favourite things. I would be happy if that was my present from Ollie for Christmas, was just old-timey Ollie on the podcast.
I'll make it an NPC in my D&D campaign.
Oh, thanks. That would be so awesome. Make
I
you
love
talk like my character just inexplicably wants to just go chat to the NPC all of the time.
24/7.
No particular reason. Yes. All right. So we have put this off for a month. It has been a long time coming.
Sorry.
But now we are going to talk about Party Game of the Month. Good job.
Thanks to the PAX craziness, we had to defer. But our party game of the month last month, which has carried over, is Push Me, Pull You. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, I don't know how to describe it. It's just
Gross.
so funny and weird.
It's gross.
It is.
It is
fantastic.
the weirdest time to have with your friends, and it would be awkward to play with your parents.
Yes,
There you go.
a little bit, because essentially it's for 2 to 4 players, and if you've got 4 players, what it is it's a team-based game. You're each in control of a head and 2 arms, but then you're connected to your teammate through the body, so you've just got this like long, fleshy-coloured tube
Conjoining.
between you. And you drag each other around, so you can only maneuver your head and arms, and doing so will, shift the body around to wrap up things.
You kind of drag yourself around on your arms. Think cat. If you've ever seen Cat Dog, we're going back now to the early 2000s, but it's like Cat Dog with balding men.
It's so friggin' strange, but
it's so strange.
So funny. What you end up doing is you have this little, we played all of the circular zones that was divided by a vertical line. You each have a side, and there are balls that pop up along the middle. In the base version, it's just one. So you've got a 2-man team on the left and a 2-man team on the right, which are like fleshy tube fleshes.
Gross.
Good description.
You're like you're a big person rope. There you go.
Yeah.
You are a human centipede with 2 halves.
Dragging your person rope across to try and scoop up the balls and herd them into your zone to tick up to a timed win.
Using your flesh slinky.
Oh my god, the squelchy noises.
It's the noise.
The
It's
noise
the
is
the
something.
game.
Yeah,
Oh my
so-
god.
Do you remember? So we played it on your computer on Steam,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Do we know what other things it's available on? I know we announced it when we called the game.
So it's also available on PlayStation 4, Mac and Linux.
Okay,
so
so
it's
not on
widely
Xbox.
developed, but not on Xbox, no.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Yeah.
All right, do you remember how much it was? Is it super expensive?
Oh, on Steam, it's $15 at the moment, American.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad
pretty
for
good.
what it is.
The tricky thing is it's local play only, so you cannot play online. And we had
it would
trouble.
be hectic to play online.
I know, it would be
Insane.
chaos. But
It really-
I
yeah.
hooked up my PC to my TV. I managed to get 2 wireless Xbox controllers eventually connected to it. And what we actually had to do, because you've only got your joystick, which determines your head's direction, and the trigger and bumper. The bumper actually shortens the fleshy fun bridge between you two so that your heads get closer together, and the trigger extends it so that your person rope gets longer and longer. The reason this is important is because the heads are stronger than the bodies. So if you've got a stretch of body and then there's a head coming along at it, the body won't be able to hold the head, if that makes sense. The head pushing the body trumps and will be stronger than, and will actually move the body along and start dragging the heads of that body along with it. So that
think about if two elastic bands were having a fight on the floor.
Yeah. With like
just going to keep coming up with fun analogies for this game.
Sort of. Pulling them. It's strategic sometimes to shorten your body so that you can quickly get close together and use the head strength to push your opponents in the direction you want to go. And other times you stretch out as long as you can and you circle those balls. And you try and
keep Jamie.
I'm sensing some innuendos here.
So shifting the direction
this whole game is sensing innuendos.
Oh my god, it is. But it is so fantastic. The version where you've got 3 balls that you're trying to control is just insane.
Very lucky.
There's one version where one of you ends up being asleep, so that end isn't controllable at all. And because we only got 2 wireless Xbox controllers working, what we had to do was actually share controllers. So each team had, each person had half a controller to steer.
That was interesting.
And that made it
the person sharing with
difficult.
me, poor Erin, because it's such a game as well, you're like, oh, quick, we've got to do this, and you're sort of pulling and those types of things. I'm just pulling the controller closer to closer. So it was kind of like a tug of war of the controller more than it was playing the game.
Yeah. But it's so cute. The sound effects are hilarious. Very simple graphics, but it's effective because it doesn't distract you from the gameplay. There's no music playing while you're playing. So you just all you can hear is each other being frustrated and those weird sloppy.
Yeah, if you have two slices of deli ham and then you'll wibble them together.
And
That's
just
the sound it
occasionally
makes.
slap them on the desk or table.
Yeah. It's like suction cup with deli ham mixed in slapping sounds. It just moist skin on skin slapping sounds. It's just all of the game.
Hot.
That's just all it is.
It's like an ASMR video.
So funny.
Yeah, it's full on. It's really full on, guys.
And there's different levels, different modes, and the fun thing is at the end, after someone's won, it actually gives you an accelerated look at where control of the balls sat during the level at any one time. So with this little scribble darting around the screen, you can actually follow and see predominantly sort of where the game journeyed through or the balls journeyed through and where it was hotly contested, which is kind of neat because you look at it and go, oh, damn. Oh, it was on their side a lot. But it's
I was
cute.
not good at that game. It's a fun party game, and I think
it is a fun party
local multiplayer, the local co-op is always something we look at and go, oh, damn it, it's local co-op. But we have to remember that we're in quite a unique and very great situation for gamers in that we have the Mumble server that we can talk on and a group of people who are usually available to play games, which is really great. And that's not everyone's experience.
No.
And I think a game like Push Me Pull You is designed to be a party game. It's designed to be those couch co-ops that you do hang out and might be a great game for Christmas, especially if you're somewhere where outside is not an option at Christmas time. So I'm talking to our Southern Hemisphere friends. Then I suggest that, this sort of game would be great for a couch co-op over the holidays, hanging out with friends. It definitely lends itself if you were having a few drinks. I think it would be quite hilarious. I mean, unfortunately, genital jousting was released recently, and I feel like that's kind of taking over games like Push Me Pull You.
Not in Australia.
Did we ever find out who the game studio behind it was?
This game studio is the developer's House.
And League of Geeks were involved in some regard, but we haven't quite been able to establish what that was.
I think they're just sort of associated because they're based in Victoria together. But we saw them at PAX. We got to play this game at PAX. They had their little display and it was so much fun. It was just hilarious, and watching other people play was especially good.
The guy, I remember we ran up because it was all 4 of us. We're like, oh my gosh, all 4 of us in the same place, let's play Push Me Pull You now. And so we all ran up as a 4 And this guy was just like, "What? Okay." We were all very excited. Like, can we play? You're our game of the month. And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "I barely have people. People's kind of look at it and think look, it's a bit weird, and they continue walking." It is a really awesome game, and I was super happy to see it on the show floor at PAX.
Yeah,
sort of well worth it. Just for the lols. I'm in it for the lols.
So many lols.
Yeah. Did you ever play Ollie?
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah, at the PAX one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then I played it at Jam's house as well.
Okay.
Good fun.
I was equally disgusted, amused, and horrified.
Yeah. I like these types of games. I think if I had an Xbox or a PlayStation loaded full of this type of stuff, that's, I think that's the joy of an Xbox or a PlayStation is, sit down, have multiple controllers, muck about with friends while you're like doing other things or before you do other things. It's fun. I like it. I'm down. And I think it was a perfect game for a party game of the month. Was this another Luke game?
No, this was mine.
Oh, this was yours. Yay! Jam got one.
I got one.
Good job, dude.
Finally.
Yeah. Do you think you'll play it more? Is it now on your rotation?
It is. So when I have people over and I feel like hooking up my PC to my TV, it will definitely be in the rotation.
Yeah, if you want your controllers snapped in half, this is a great game for it.
Well, yeah, there is that. Maybe I should get some El Cheapo third-party controllers and just relegate guests to those.
I have to say, there was one thing I actually wanted to mention. My favourite part of the game was actually the warm-up screen. I love games, especially party games, where not everybody knows the controls, and usually in party games as well, people either playing on that certain type of controller for the first time, or they've never seen a mechanic like that. A loading screen where you can practice what you're doing first. So the screen has all of these obstacles. It's like a playground with trees, and there's like little balls so you can sort of start hurting them around. But you actually get to like crawl around for as long as you like, basically practicing controls and practicing moves and seeing how it all works. I remember that Brief Battles at PAX was very similar. And I love that in party games, like co-op games and couch co-op games, that opportunity to muck around and get used to the controls. So you're not going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, like compete. Yeah. And then you're learning because, if one person owns the game, they've obviously played it before and a couple of other people might. And yeah, so
it's
just
great.
That chance to,
it really works when there's a very short learning curve.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it makes so much sense.
Yeah, and it's fun. You have so much. We had so much. It did get to the point where like, come on guys, press the ready button. No, we're like, no, I'm busy.
This isn't the game.
I'm having fun wrapping myself around this tree for fun and trying to hold up your partner. There should be like a race version where one person's responsible for holding the other end back, and you have to see if you can try and finish the race or something like that.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be great. Awesome. Great. Another solid party game of the month.
Yay.
Would
and now
party again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now we've got to choose the next game.
Yes.
So do we have our magical random picking device?
I have a random number generator known as a dice. Yes, it's also quite a hefty one. So if
there
I dent
is
my
some things
desk,
on this list that I want to play and some that I... Oh, no, there's lots on this list that I want to play. Okay, let's go. Roll the dice.
I'm rolling. Oh, I actually dented my desk. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
I got a 6. What's 6?
Yes! Number 6 is party game of the month is Corgi Warlock.
Brilliant.
I'm super excited. So excited. I don't have the details in front of me, but Corgi Warlock was chosen by Jam as the next game of the month. So that's 2 in a row, Jam. So you are now the new Luke. Congratulations. We now hate you because now you choose games that get chosen all the time.
For reals, though, it was suggested by you ages ago, and because mine got used up and I couldn't think of anything, I just chucked it on as my mine.
It's a partial win, and I'm also happy because I own it and I've already played part of it. So I'm
$3 US out on Steam at the moment.
A bank account.
Yeah.
And it looks so freaking hilarious. I've got the video auto playing at the moment. I can't wait.
It's so Corgi Warlock. I think the description is just ridiculous. Do you have the Steam description that's there? That was what sold me on the game. So, in short, Corgi Warlock. Yeah, Corgi Warlock is a game that I found in a Steam sale. My job or my favorite thing to do on Steam is to go around and look for just the most ridiculous looking names, and I will go through page after page after page of under $5 games to find things. I found Slime Rancher, I found Spy Chameleon, RGB Agent, and all sorts of other random games in there, and Corgi Warlock was one of them. And I click on it, and if the description is awesome, then I'm in. And much like Adventure Pals, Corgi Warlock has an amazing description. Do you have it there, Jem?
Yes, it says, about this game, Maya, the great Corgi Warlock, sets out on a quest to defeat the evil Bunny King and his army of undead minions. Based on a true story, star. Follow the exploits of Maya as she battles nefarious creatures of the bunny army with her magic. Does the star actually get?
That was not the description that I read.
That is a line. It says star, but there's no star.
There's no asterisk. There's no explanation.
Yeah.
Basically, this was telling me I was like fighting like magical bunnies, and who else would be able to do this? But a Corgi Warlock and all of this stuff. And
she can team up with her pals, the Magic Pug, the Prophet Pig Jay, and the Deadly Fish Mage.
There you go. So this game is ridiculous, and my hint to you guys up front is if you can connect a controller to your computer, connect a controller to your computer, because playing on this keyboard is insane. It's a lot of jumping and dodging, some very high level sort of platformy type skills involved. So we all know how well that's going for me.
So you're not going to finish it?
Oh, shut up, Oliver. Yeah, Corgi Warlock, I'm super excited, and it gives me more of an excuse to play that over my other games. So we will report back on that in a month, ? Because obviously this is a bit of a weird time of year when we're going, give or take a month.
Sometime in the new year.
Yeah, we've got some episodes coming up that are going to be more about our end of year and our sort of wrap up to the year, since that's what we are rapidly approaching. So we'll try and fit it in. It'll be early next year. Wow, what a great way to end out the year. I think for the last 2 episodes, we're going to have to review, look at the list of all the ridiculous games that we played for this category. And maybe start eliminating people who've had multiple chances to submit games. Because I think, Ollie, have you had one yet?
No.
Oh. I was going to say, I think Ollie's always been in that number 1 spot, and we just very rarely got number 1, and we shifted him out of number 1.
Dice.
And then, we shifted him out of number 1, and then number 1 came up. So, we'll
if anyone, by the way, thinks that I fudge these rolls or anything, clearly I fucking do not.
Yeah, if you wanted to play...
Otherwise, my shit would be in there.
Yeah, so if you have other games to add to the list, we now have a space, obviously.
Yes.
So please submit
we could have many more spaces too. Please send us suggestions.
Yeah, so Jam, what is our general sort of guidelines when picking a party game of the month?
Question. It's
good question.
Max $30. Online purchase, preferably through Steam, because we don't all have all consoles.
You're gonna roll.
Yep.
We want to be able to get a really good idea of it in no more than 8 hours.
8 or 10, I think.
What else?
Cannot be a platform exclusive was the other one.
Yeah.
So that was really, really good. So in summary, a less than $30 mark, the cheaper the better, really. If no more than sort of 10 hours to sort of get a good idea of the game.
Is she repeating what I said?
No, I'm summarising.
Yeah,
I'm being
criticizing me?
She's backing you up. She's doing a loop.
I'm backing you up, and
I'm just
doing a loop.
shit-stirring.
Yeah, now it's all ruined. That's fine. We all know what the game of the month thing is because Jam said it, and I don't need to mansplain it. So,
as the token male for this podcast, I take no offence from that.
Thanks, Ollie. On behalf of all women, we thank you.
Oh, God. What's happening?
This is going all wrong. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with us or send us those details, you can do so on our Facebook page, which is Party Loaded. You can send us an email at mail@partyloaded.com. You can catch us on Twitter @PartyLoadedShow or on Instagram @PartyLoaded. Also, all of these episodes go up on YouTube now as well, so that's an easier way for you to download and listen at work or otherwise. You won't be able to find us. We don't have sort of a direct address. It's all sort of gobbledygook at the moment. So what we will suggest is that you search for Channel Endgame or Party Loaded Podcast, and that should come up and you will find us there. But also if you go to any of those other sort of social medias, we'll usually post up links there
and the more you subscribe, the easier it is to find us on YouTube, because then we actually finally get a channel thing going.
Correct. So yeah, the more subscribers that we can get, so share and subscribe,
and click
then
that
we'll
like
be able
button,
to
thumbs up.
click those little thumb
Like
buttons,
Facebook.
and there's all sorts of bells and other things that you can do on YouTube. It's a whole new world, people.
Tell us how much you like this episode without Luke. I mean,
yes.
Or don't like. I mean, I'm not expecting those.
Don't do that, because this is
what's going to happen is
not
like,
something I can do all the time.
YouTube, and then all you hear is boo.
Yeah. The next episode will just be Luke going, so, Party Loaded has changed. It is just me now. All right,
executive decisions have been made.
Other than ripping into Luke, what are our plans for next week?
Aw.
Dishonored 2, going to finish it.
That's my plans.
You're going to finish Dishonored 2?
Yep.
Awesome. How far away are you from that?
Fucking ages.
Okay, good. It's a good thing we're not busy then, right?
I am.
Yeah, exactly. How about you, Jam?
I'm going to mine and I'm going to craft.
Yeah, I highly suspect you're about to Minecraft like after this.
Oh,
but Jamie, we can Overwatch. We got 3.
Yes,
we can do arcade modes and stuff.
I have to do more Overwatch for sure.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else? I don't even know. What day is it?
It's Wednesday because it's podcast day.
Whatever
awesome.
I feel like is what I'll do.
So my job in the next week is going to be Minecraft and Overwatch and Ori and the Blind Forest because the saga continues, and now I've convinced myself that I want to finish it this year. So
I
is that your New Year's resolution?
Get Ollie going any higher.
It was my New Year's resolution last year.
I think I need surgery to go higher.
Blind Forest. New year, new me, guys. It's going to be the new me who finished Ori and the Blind Forest.
Totes.
Oh, gosh. All right, that's enough of this nightmare for one evening. We will see you next week. Until then, enjoy yourselves and bye-bye.
We out.
The Party Loaded podcast is a Channel Endgame production. For this and more great gaming content, bookmark channelendgame.com.